Hello, and welcome to week 13 of Ari on TV. I'm Miss Jess. This month, we're exploring the many ways our UU faith invites us to become a people of imagination. And in today's episode, we're going to imagine what changes we can make in the world to make it a better place. Now, I have a penny here with me. It's kind of small, but I'm pretty sure you've seen a penny before, right? Now, if you have a penny that was made between 1959 and 2008, there's a building on the back. Do you know what that building is? It's in Washington, D.C. It's the Lincoln Memorial. Maybe you've been there. If you have a penny with this building on the back, you can look really close. You can see the statue of Abraham Lincoln in there. Now, the Lincoln Memorial is the site of a famous speech made by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called I Have a Dream. Dr. King's words in his I Have a Dream speech can be revisited throughout the lens of today's environment and can give us a new commitment and understanding in our fight against racism. Many white UUs were not very aware of racism in the last decade. But now, many white UUs are working on understanding that racism is still here, that it's deep in our society and in our culture. Today, white UUs realize that they need to imagine a better world. Our faith has taken up this work and called on UUs to build a world without racism. So what's one of the ways our faith guides us into becoming a people of imagination? It says, imagine a better world. And that is just what we're going to do today. But first, welcome into this quiet place of beauty. We come from busy things. Pausing for a moment for the thoughts that quiet brings. Our chalice lighters this week are the Sofanoff family.
We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action.
Our story this week is read by special guest Kia Hill, who's a park ranger on the Selma to Montgomery National Historic Trail. You can learn more about this historic route and take a virtual tour of the National Civil Rights Museum in our virtual RE Learning Lab this month. You ready for the story? Ranger Kia?
Hi guys, I am Kia Hill and I'm a park guide on the Selma to Montgomery National Historic Trail, and you're currently inside of the Lowndes Interpretive Center. And so first I'd just like to say I hope that you guys are being safe, and I'm so happy that you're able to tune in with me for my Reading with the Ranger program. So today I'm reading I Have a Dream by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the paintings are by Kadir Nelson. So let's get started. I say to you today, my friends, that even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even in the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the south with. This is the faith we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discourse of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country teads of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightened Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last. As I begin to close out this program, first I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So the personal connection that I have with this book is that, first, is one of my favorites to read. Secondly, the first statement he said in his speech was that although we face difficulties of today, you know, he still has a dream, and I feel like we still have that dream too. And for me, with his dream, he talked about equality and togetherness, and I feel like we still have to pursue that. And although we face difficulties of voting as it pertains to voter suppression, we still have to get out there and vote. It's so vital for us to get out and vote, and so that's what we talk about here on the Selma to Montgomery National Historic Trail. So with that being said, thank you for joining me today and tuning in with my Reading with a Ranger program.
That was a pretty good story, huh? Are you starting to imagine what a better world would look like? Maybe you're already trying to imagine what steps you can take to make that change happen. Have you ever been to a protest or a demonstration? Maybe you've written a letter or talked to other people about the change you want to see. Maybe you volunteer with a group that's doing important things for the cause or issue you believe in. These are all important ways to start doing things to help make what you imagine become a reality. Miss Leah is here with a song of imagination this month to help our thoughts keep flowing.
Who can I be? Who can I be? What will I see? What will I see? In this great world, in this great world, who could be free? Who could be free? What will I build? What will I build? And what will I find? And what will I find? My story begins. My story begins inside my mind. Inside my mind. Who can I be? Who can I be? What will I see? And what will I see in this great world? In this great world. Who could be free? Who could be free? What will I build? What will I build? And what will I find? And what will I find? My story begins. My story begins inside my mind. Inside my mind. In my imagination.
Well, that's all for our show this week. Can you say the words with me for extinguishing the chalice? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Remember to visit our virtual RE Learning Lab for links and activities that'll help you imagine a better world. And until next week, blessed be my love.